Today's topic in business, IGCSE, chapter 21, the importance of motivation in the workplace. When we talk about motivation is the desire to want to do something good, the desire to want to become better. This is what motivation is. So let's scroll down and see, anyway. What is meant by motivation? Motivation is a desire to achieve a goal. Some people are self-motivated. This means they have the drive to achieve goals on their own. They do not need any encouragement. However, others need to be motivated. They need a push, pressure, or rewards. For example, some students are self-motivated. They aim to achieve good results. They will attend all lessons, meet coursework deadlines, and study hard. In contrast, some students lack the drive to achieve goals. These students will need encouragement such as reward for good attendance or praise for meeting deadline. So, when it comes to motivation, motivation simply means the desire to want to do something better, the desire to achieve a goal. Some are self-motivated. Others need to be pushed. Others need to be rewarded. Others need to be pressured before they would be able to achieve that goal. So that is the point they are making here. Some workers want to achieve, they are self-achievers. They want to achieve something great, irrespective of reward, irrespective of pressure. They just want to do something better. They have the desire. They have that passion to do well.
Yes.
Others need to be pushed. Others needs to be rewarded. Others needs to hear that, oh, when you get this done, you get rewarded for it. So their motivation comes from benefits attached to it. This is not self-motivation. But for self-motivation, it means irrespective of whatever is there as a reward, you don't care. You just want to get something done better. Do you get it? So, and they make examples of students. Some students, they want to achieve great results. As a result, they attend classes, they do coursework, they meet up coursework deadlines, they do their assignments, they listen attentively in class, they do whatever is required of them as a student. Others, they don't. They need maybe to get marked for attendance before they even attend classes.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So this is about motivation. Any question about motivation?
No.
So why is employee motivation important in business? So for employees are those who work for the organization, right? So without them, the organization would not function.
Yeah.
Yes or no? So because we need them to make the operational sector of the organization to work or to function, that means they need to be motivated. So that's why the topic says, why is it important for businesses for employees to be motivated when it comes to businesses? So I'm going to read anyway. If a business has a well-motivated workforce, it will perform better. People will be happier in the workplace. The working environment will be more agreeable, and labor productivity will be higher. Therefore, business profits are likely to be higher. 3 specific reasons can be identified for why motivation is important in the workplace. Before we go into the 3 reasons why it is important for motivation to be in the workplace, here they said a well-motivated workforce. When you have a motivated workforce, it means you are having workers that have the desire to achieve the company's goal. So what does that simply mean? It simply means that these workers will always be on board. They always be there. They won't be absent. They always agree on terms. They will always, whatever is needed to be done to achieve those goals, they will get it done. They will agree on terms. Their productivity will also increase. And if these things are happening within the organization, it is expected of that organization to make profits. Do you get it? So a well-motivated employee or a well-motivated workforce will definitely increase productivity within the organization. And as soon as productivity is increased within the organization, profit is expected to be made. Is it clear? So what are the reasons why, what are the specific identification of why motivation is important in the workplace or the offices? Number 1, easier to attract employees. Businesses need to attract the best possible workers available. If a business can recruit highly capable and reliable workers, it might gain a competitive edge on its rivals. If employees are motivated, the working environment and atmosphere is likely to be pleasant. Workers are more likely to be cheerful, polite, supportive, and positive. This is important when interviewees are being shown around the work environment. Good candidates will be more likely to accept the job if they are impressed with what they see and feel about the workplace. A business might also develop a good reputation for employing a happy and well-motivated workforce. This will encourage people to apply for jobs in the first place. It might also attract good employees from rivals. So when you have a well-motivated workforce, it means everything surrounding your workplace will be conducive, will be polite, will be ideal. So when people come, when interviewees are shown around potential employees are shown around, and they find out that they are seeing a peaceful and ideal environment, they will be attracted to work there. Do you get it?
Yes.
So that is the point they are making here. Because your office setting is ideal, the workplace is ideal, it's pleasant, it attracts people to want to work there. And not only that, it also gives a good reputation about the workplace. And that might allow the business to have a lot of workers, even from their competitors. They'll be willing to work in such environment because the environment is ideal for workers. So that's the first.
They feel happy.
Yeah, because you would know if workers are happy. When you are being shown around, you will see it, you will feel it in that environment. Oh, this is an ideal environment. Oh, this environment is not ideal. You get to know through their work practices. Do you get it? So that's the first advantage of having, or the first reason why it is important to have a well-motivated workforce. The second one, easier to retain employees. It is important for a business to keep hold of its workers. If they are well-motivated, they are less likely to leave their jobs. This means that staff turnover, that's the rate at which people leave their jobs, will be lower. This is good because if staff turnover is high, recruitment, selection, and training costs will be higher. A high labor turnover can also be troublesome for managers trying to organize business activities and all other workers. Once good quality workers have been recruited and trained, it is important for businesses to keep them highly motivated. If they can do this, the business is more likely to be profitable. Another reason why it is important to have a well-motivated workforce is that they would not want to leave your organization. They are motivated, they are happy. So what's the point leaving? They wouldn't want to leave. So it is when you recruit workers, when you are able to motivate your workers, if your workers are well motivated, they wouldn't have any cause to leave your organization. And if they don't leave, it means you won't be spending year in, year out on recruitment, selection, and training because your workers are there, they are retained, they are staying. Do you get it?
Yeah.
But if your workers are always demotivated, you cannot retain them, they won't stay. That means there's likelihood you have high staff turnover. And when you have high staff turnover, it becomes a problem for managers. Managers will not be able to have a team of workers that will stay for at least a whole year or 2 years. There won't be consistency in the team of workers there. And that is not good for managers. And also, with high staff turnover, it means every now and then the business or the organization has to, spend on recruitment, selection, and training. And that increases the cost. It increases the expenses of the business. That means the profitability of the business is likely to be less. Is it clear?
Yeah.
The third reason why it is important to have a well-motivated workforce is higher labor productivity. When we talk about productivity, we're talking about output in respect to the inputs. So if labor productivity is the output divided by the number of workers used to produce that output. So if workers are motivated, what does that mean? It means they will be working harder. They will be willing to do more for the organization. They won't feel lackadaisical. They will feel part of the organization, and they will be ready to do anything for the organization. They will be punctual. They will not be absent. So they are likely to take more pride in their work, complete tasks quickly, and feel that their jobs are important. As a result, they will produce higher levels of output. Businesses also need workers to cooperate. For example, more and more businesses organize their staff into teams. Therefore, if workers do not cooperate with each other, teamwork will be disrupted. At worst, conflict might result if a team member is uncooperative. However, well-motivated employees are likely to be cooperative, so a good team spirit is likely to develop, which will help to raise productivity. When you have a well-motivated workforce, they will be cooperative. They will be willing to sacrifice. They'll be willing to meet deadlines. They'll be willing to give everything they have for the organization. But for a poorly motivated staff, they are more likely to take time off. There will be absenteeism. They won't come to work every now and then. They will always be absent. They may also become depressed, use minor illness as an excuse for missing work, or simply take time off. This is bad for business because production will be lost, costs will rise, and profit will fall. So if you are having a poorly motivated staff or workers, it means it's going to tell in the organization output, because workers will be absent. They will give flimsy excuses for not to be present in the workplace. And this is not good for productivity, because productivity would fall, would suffer, costs will increase, profitability would also reduce, profit will fall. So these are the reasons why it is important for a business to keep hold, or to ensure that workers within the workplace are motivated. Any question about motivation there? So